I really like being a detective and searching for footsteps and tracks, and I'm very curious, and I really like to look at the worlds behind these songs. It's been a hobby of mine for a very long time, and I got to know a man who wrote about a collected Estonia Swedes folklore already before 1850, and his name was Karl Rusvorm, and he lived in Estonia, and he was a German, and his book was originally in German. He was, for instance, I can say that he was also a very good friend of Arthur Hazelius, who created Skansen in Stockholm, and he was really quite disappointed when he wrote about how the houses are made and how they are, I mean, everything, all the traditions, all the rituals and the language and the landscape. And then he came to the songs, and I think that he had this idea that it would have been very nice to visit the Estonia Swedes and then get to know music that they had brought with them when they once upon a time arrived to Estonia from Sweden. But he couldn't find it, and he thought that the lakes, they were so short and they were so banal, so it was not really valuable in his eyes and ears. And then he looked at the longer songs, and then he realized that they must have been borrowed or imported from Sweden or from Finland. So he had quite many problems with realizing what it all was about. And I'm also thinking that as he's really writing that he had quite big problems to understand their music culture. So I'm just thinking that it would have been so nice to have a talk with Rusvorm and ask him about the music that he did not collect. I think that would also be quite interesting to see how these people in this time, how well they were connected with other people in Sweden and Finland and also in Estonia. It would have been very interesting to see what they learned and what they borrowed and what they created and etc. But I'm going to show you how this mixed language might look like. And the first one is a lullaby, and it says, "Golden hen, golden hen, let the sun shine, moseklamp, moseklamp, let the sea drift." And it looks like this, and it sounds like this. Gullhena, gullhena, låt solen skina, moseklimpen, moseklimpen, låt havet driva. Gullhena, gullhena, låt solen skina, moseklimpen, moseklimpen, låt havet driva. Gullhena, gullhena, låt solen skina, moseklimpen, moseklimpen, låt havet driva. And another one, this is one of my favorites. I think that everyone who knows Swedish will realize that this is a quite interesting text. Because it means, little Kate, katte, fall asleep, my little sweetheart. It's so cozy down in your bed with your rosy dream, until you wake up again, my friend, the next morning again. There are words like älskling, which is a very modern word, and this is. Then you have the quite dialectical words, like for instance, nere koddan, and the gaim, edin rosiga, draim. So you can see that some things have been borrowed from the modern standard Swedish, and it have been combined with some older stuff. And this song sounds like this. Lilla kåta slumra in, söta älsklingen min. Nere kåtan dega in, din rosiga drain. Tills du vaknar, lilla vän, nästa morgon igen. Lilla kåta slumra in, söta älsklingen min. Nere i kåtan dega in, din rosiga drain. Tills du vaknar, lilla vän, nästa morgon igen. And I also must say that I know that some people think it's quite complicated to sing in dialects that people in the audience don't understand. But I think that the audience understands more than we think. And sometimes it's something about hearing dialects and hearing different sounds and it gives something that modern language doesn't give in the same way. Sometimes it's not the meaning. Sometimes it's really the sound of a language that is beautiful. And I would like to sing a song for you and show you a song that, well, I think I've learned it when I was at one of my first Ethnos. And I've liked it for a very long time. It's been one of my favorite songs all through life. But I must say that it was really something to find a completely different text version. And well, I think I have to do this because there are 3 verses, and I will tell you the meaning of the first verse in English, and then I will sing it. And then we take the second one, and then the third one. And otherwise it becomes such a long translation. The first one goes like this. Your black-brown eyes, your sugar-sweet mouth, they have put a burden on my heart. The necklace around your neck shines like pure gold. That's why I want to be your sweet friend. Let's see here how many Swedish listeners will understand already now what song it is. It goes like this. Dina svartbruna år, din sockersöta mun har lagt på mitt hjärta en börda så tung. Harsbandet om harsen, det skinner så regull. Därför vill jag vara lilla vännen så huld. I would compare a word without love with a tree in blossom that doesn't give fruit. That tree is not worth being called a tree, and such a person is not worth being called my friend, who takes another one to love and leaves me alone. Ein vädutagelig, den liknar jag vid. Ett träd som bär blommor, men ingen frukt ger. Den är icke värd att kallas för min vän, som tar var en annan och lämnar mig alene. I see in your eyes that you love someone else. Oh, my most beautiful friend, tell me who it is. I would like to be honest to you. As long as the blood drops are warm, inside my body. Jag ser och på dina år, du har en annan kär. Och skenaste vännen lilla, säg vem det då är. Så vill jag så gärna vara räddelig mot dig. Så länge blåsdroppar varma ute mig. And it's one thing to import a song from abroad, is to make it language-wise more your own. And another way of importing without losing your own characteristic cultural sounds and outfits, it is to take the text and then put the melody away and use another melody that you maybe make up yourself or that you just happen to like better. And this is a song that is sung in Finland with a completely different melody. Here it goes like: När solen tänder sina strålar. I must admit that I'm not quite sure I got it right, but it's a very happy and marchy kind of song. And then I was so fascinated when I found a completely different melody from an island called Lilla Råga, Little Råga. När solen tänder sina strålar, med ömhet tänker jag på dig. När aftonglansen himlen målar, då är min tanke blott hos dig. Du var den första som jag älskat. Du var den första jag tillbad. För din din bild ut i mitt bröst jag bär. When the sun rises, I tenderfully think of you. When the sunset colors the sky, I still think of you. You were the first one that I have loved. You were the first one I asked out. Therefore, my heart is imprisoned. I carry your picture in my breast. I cannot leave your side, my heart says no. I can suffer all other pain, but I can't leave you. Now I move to countries far away. Farewell, my dear little friend. Don't give your false hand to me. I have given you the faithful one.
All
den trogna har jag givit dig. Thanks a lot for following my workshop. And I would like to end with a song that I learned when I visited the Estonian-Swedish Museum in Haapsalu in Estonia. One of the first times. Then there were some older people from Sweden there who had their roots in that area. And I asked them if they remember some of the songs that they had been singing when they were small. Then I learned one. And it goes like, because the Estonian Swedes are never sad. And then it's just nonsense. Klimpen, klampen, sidde vide vimpen, klimpen, klampen. Hej, det vilar ingen sorg. För estlandssvenskarna det vilar ingen sorg. För estlandssvenskarna det vilar ingen sorg. För klimpen, simpen, klipper sitter vimpen, klimpen, klampen, hej! Det vilar ingen sorg. För estlandssvenskarna det vilar ingen sorg. För estlandssvenskarna det vilar ingen sorg. För klimpen, klampen, sitter vide vimpen, klimpen, klampen, hej! Det vilar ingen sorg.